Talked about tempo, whether or not Moraine Valley could stay with Erie. What happened is at about the 13-minute mark of this game, Moraine Valley has completely changed the tempo of the game. That up and down that we used to see, Erie has not been able to do it. Look at the intensity of the defense the Cyclones have put together since about that 13-minute mark. It has really changed the complexity of what's going on.
Erie gives it left side wing after the inbound. Now top of the key, a few pumps hard to the ground, layup, good, but there's going to be a foul on the ground before. That foul on Avery Bush, his first, is the last foul I credited to Bush. It was actually Barlow who picked up the foul. 7:42 left in this one, 60-54. Erie with the 6-point edge over Moraine Valley on our East Main Street Dairy Queen scoreboard. Dennis gets the ball top of the key, gives left side wing, now inside to Itago. Itago spins in, layup, no good, but he was fouled. Foul on Macelonis, his second.
Well, what a force he's been so far here in this contest.
It seems like Itago is back in the ball game now for Erie. It looks like they kind of brought back in their studs here, with Dennis and Emmett and Itago and Jones. Itago can't get the first one to go from the Country Financial Agent Dave Harvey free throw line.
This Moraine Valley team lost their opening round matchup 70-63 to Johnson County. Came back with a win over Illinois rival Rend Lake 67-62.
Itago gets the second Country Financial Agent Dave Harvey free throw to fall. He's got 10. And Moraine Valley will inbound it with the length of the floor to go. Jim's starting to fill up a little bit here as Moraine Valley facing full court pressure. And up the floor they go as Holmes nearly falls into the R&R travel press box. But Moraine Valley had a 2-on-1 and Emmett stole it away for the Erie Cats. The 10th County Market Bakery turnover. Inside feed for Erie to Itago. Ball on the ground, and we're going to have a jump ball situation. It's going to be Moraine Valley basketball. No, I think they're going to say that there was a timeout. Moraine Valley got the timeout, so they'll keep the basketball. We'll keep it here with 7:14 left in this one. The Schroeder's Drive-In timeout. Schroeder's Drive-In, a great place for lunch today. So if you're getting ready to head out for lunch, head down to Schroeder's Drive-In.
Moraine Valley 8 of 19 from the field here in this second half for the Cats of Erie. They are 5 of 17 from the field. Also, Moraine Valley is successful from the charity stripe. They are 6 of 6 here in the second half. Erie is 3 of 5. Rebounding is 12-11. Moraine Valley over Erie in the first half. There was a huge difference. Erie had 25 rebounds in the first half to Moraine Valley's 13. That has really leveled out here in the second half. The other difference, Erie has turned the ball over 12 times in the second half, only 8 in the first.
7:12 left in this one. Moraine Valley facing full court pressure by the Erie Cats. Up the floor goes Moraine Valley. Spinning in the lane, shot won't go. Holmes pulls down the board. He's going to be fouled and head to the line as Jones fouls him on that one.
The other interesting difference from the first half to the second half, Moraine Valley in the first half had 5 offensive rebounds. They are over that now already here in the second half. So they're hitting the boards much harder than they did in that first half of play from the offensive side.
Holmes at the line, shooting. Country Financial Agent Dave Farby free throws. First one on the way is good for Holmes. He's got 12. 7:01 left in half number 2 of play. 61-55. Moraine Valley looking to cut this lead to only 5. Second Holmes free throw on the way in, good. Holmes definitely gets a lot of arc on that ball.
That is the perfect free throw right there. That's exactly what you want. When you've got a nice arch like that, you give yourself a much greater opportunity to put it through the basket.
Erie to inbound it, and we're going to have a foul. Foul on Freeman before the ball could even be inbounded. I think we're going to shoot some free throws. And it looks like we are. Looks like Emmett's going to shoot a 1-and-1 situation.
Yeah, I think they grabbed him as he tried to cut through on the block.
Holmes checks back in from Rain Valley. They're already starting to do a little offense-defense here as Holmes has got those 2 fouls.
4. He's actually got 4.
Oh, excuse me. Emmett at the line. Free throw. The first one is good, so he'll be rewarded with the second. He's got 9, looking for his 10th point of the ball game. He'd be the 4th Erie Cat to be in double figures. Second one on the way for Emmett is good. He's got 10, and his Cats lead 63-56 over Moraine Valley. Full court pressure applied by Erie. Moraine Valley pushes the ball up the floor, gives to Jackson. Jackson gives back to Barlow. Barlow to Baldwin, back to Baldwin. They're playing catch in the forecourt. Baldwin to Barlow, right side wing. Now left side wing. Baldwin drives in the corner. Gives the basketball now to Holmes. Holmes jump step in. Can't get the easy bucket to go. Edigo will head the other way. Emmett up the floor. He'll go. Gives to Jones, right side wing. Jones gives between the circles. Now right side forecourt. Emmett drives in. Now he'll bring back out to Dennis. We haven't heard much of him here in the second half. He gets his pocket picked by Holmes, but Holmes steps on the out-of-bounds line. This Holmes showing very good hands.
Oh, he showed great hands over there, and in fact, what I like is the way he was over pursuing the ball side. He almost knew that Emmett had to go to that left side.
Jones gets the inbound pass for Erie. Erie to Emmett. Emmett has the ball stolen away. Passed it to nobody. Freeman, layup, good. Freeman with his first 2 points, and now a 5-point lead only for Erie as they have the basketball. Emmett, Jones to Emmett. Ball thrown away. Moraine Valley basketball.
14 turnovers here in the second half by Erie, and you can tell they have completely lost focus. That 13-minute mark of this second half has been so critical. The entire game seemed to change at that point. Moraine Valley became far more intensive than what they've been before.
We're going to go ahead and take this Schroeder's drive-in timeout. 5:51 left in this one. 63-58. Erie leads Moraine Valley here on the NJCAA Radio Network. Welcome back to the Mary Miller Gymnasium. Our East Main Street Dairy Queen scoreboard shows 5:45 left. Erie leads 53-60 now as Freeman took that one coast to coast for Moraine Valley. No help side defense there for Erie. We got a 3-point contest and Moraine Valley steals it away. Holmes, good feed to Jackson. He can't get the easy bucket to go out of bounds. Erie basketball. As the crowd starting to get into this one, is people starting to come out to watch the Jaguars play next.
This became a game, Andrew Harvey.
It sure did. The small guy, Jenkins, will step into the ball game. Is now Moraine Valley facing, putting forth full court pressure. Erie to inbound it underneath the basket. Gets it inside to Jenkins. Jenkins up the floor, he'll go. Makes a guy slip and fall. Now Jenkins, good feet inside, Itago. If he would have just laid that in, he would have had the bucket and the foul, but instead missed the dunk and just has the free throws to rely on now.
Boy, nothing as a coach drives you crazier than that when you've got what should be 2 sure points, and instead you try to get a little fancy with it and in the process not come away with the points.
Itago at the line, shooting 2. First one on the way and good. He's got 11.
7 of 9 from the free throw line. Erie here in the second half. Moraine Valley 8 of 8 from the stripe.
Itago at the line looking for another Country Financial Agent Dave Farby free throw. Just a 4-point game. It doesn't seem like that long ago. We had a 14-point ball game.
Now the one thing we've learned in this tournament, no lead is safe.
As Itago gets the second Country Financial Agent Dave Farby free throw. His Erie Cats lead by 5. Moraine Valley facing full court pressure by Erie. And now they'll cross the 10-second line. Playing catch with it is Freeman. Freeman right side forecourt, standing right over that Provena logo. 18 seconds left on the shot clock, gives left side wing, driving in, layup won't go, putback won't go by Holmes. And now up the floor, now goes Erie. Erie pushes it, Jones, good fake inside and shot blocked. But we're gonna have a foul. Foul on 24 Bush, or excuse me, 25 Barlow. That's going to be his 4th.
Well, that is one of the issues Moraine Valley is going to run into here in the last 4 minutes of the game. They've got 2 players, Barlow and Holmes, both with 4 fouls. Although Holmes has played well with 4 fouls, and he's played, I think, several minutes with those 4 fouls.
He sure has. Obana at the line, misses the first Country Financial Agent Dave Farby free throw. Looking to get one more to stretch the lead to 6. Second attempt on the way, looking to split it. Nope, we're going to have a lane violation on Erie. That's even more frustrating when you got a free one and you don't even get the chance to shoot it.
Well, when you fake out one of your own teammates. You know, sometimes guys will spin the ball or make a motion to try to draw the other team into the lane. He fooled his own guy.
Moraine Valley bring the ball in after the lane violation. Up the floor they go. 14:35 left in this one. Baldwin drives in, kicks back out to Barlow. Left side wing, ball stolen away. The referee got in the way, and we're going to have a jump ball. Looks like they're going to give the timeout to Erie.
No, I think they're going to give the held ball to Erie.
They keep the basketball as the referee kind of got in the way there, but
he was trying so hard to get out of the way. There was just nowhere to go. He moved
back, and the ball went back, and Erie now will inbound it. Dennis will bring the ball across the 10-second line. 4:20 left in this one. Itago, top of the key. Good look inside. We're going to have a foul on Moraine Valley. On Massalunas, his 3rd. At the line, Obona.
Great job by Richard.
4:17 left in the second half. 65-60. Erie with the lead, looking to stretch it here at the line. First one is good. Obona with his first points of the ball game. He'd really like to make this a 7-point ball game. It seems like Moraine Valley gets right there close, but they just can't get over that hump.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Andrew, and that's one of those issues where, again, Big lead for Erie. They were able to cut it down. Then they let it slip away a little bit, able to cut it down. Now it's starting to slip away again.
Erie misses the free throw, but Erie gets the rebound and now knocked out of bounds off of Moraine Valley. But Erie maintains the basketball. 4:12 left in this one. 6-point lead for Erie over Moraine Valley, 66-60.
Big possession right here. If Erie can get a bucket here, 68, maybe even a 69 points, you start to spread that out a little bit. You're back to a 3-possession lead rather than a 2-possession lead.
Dennis working between the circles, closely guarded by Freeman. Picks up the dribble, left side wing, looking inside to Idaho. Idaho can't hang on to it, and falls in the lap of Obana, and he gets the basket.
What, are you giving him an assist for that? Patty cake backwards?
Yeah, I don't think he meant to do that, but it worked out for Erie. They lead by 8. Left side wing, driving in, shot, blocked, second attempt. Jackson gets it to go. Mike Jackson has 19. Erie now will bring the ball up the floor, leading by 6. And the ball nearly stolen away from Dennis, but Dennis hangs on to it. He'll reset the offense between the circles. 20 on the shot clock, 3:20 on the game clock. Spinning around, timeout on the floor. This Schroeder's drive-in timeout. We'll keep it here. Our East Main Street Dairy Queen scoreboard shows Erie leading 68-62 over Moraine Valley.
This game has been no different from a lot of games in this tournament. You know, we talked about the catchphrase of the week being no lead is safe. We've seen multiple times teams get up big, double digits, sometimes even large double digits. And then, you know, whether a team changes their game plan, whether they come away with a different wrinkle, either offensively or defensively. Some teams just run out of gas. When we talked to Coach Nwora, he thought perhaps that happened to his Erie Cats in the first game. They had such a big lead and then let it slip away. He just thought maybe, again, the things that happened, they started to wear down a little bit, but more importantly, they started to lose focus. And we've seen a big stretch here tonight where that has happened to them again. Now it looks as though they've been able to regroup a little bit and get back. Well, plus, you got to give a lot of credit to Moraine Valley. Here's a team that, quite honestly, at halftime, everybody thought was down and out. I certainly thought that there was a good opportunity for Erie to blow the doors off the second half. Moraine Valley hung in, and then, like I said, at the 13-minute mark, it was like they hit some afterburners. Since then, they've been far more aggressive offensively. They've been much, much more intense on defense, and they've really taken Erie out of their game.
Erie will inbound the basketball, and just think one of these teams has to wake up and play tomorrow at noon against the winner of our next game between Danville and Grand Rapids. Emmett working between the circles for Erie, gets it to Obana. Obana drives in, can't get the bucket to go. Moraine Valley pulls down the board. Pushing the ball up the floor goes Baldwin. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here during this Schroeder's drive-in timeout as well. 3:05 left in this one.
This is an offensive timeout right here, Andrew. What they're doing is trying to set up an offensive play. And again, they realize 3 minutes to go, every possession critically important. He had a timeout he could use. He wants to get 2 of his better offensive players into the lineup, get them out on the floor. So he knows that this is an opportunity to start playing that game of offense-defense.
It'll be interesting to see, too, here if Moraine Valley can't get a bucket here. If we get a 3 at the other end by Erie, that puts them Erie up by 9 and this game almost out of reach.
And again, that's why if you're Moraine Valley, you want to be in that 1 to 2 possession difference so that you can push in the last minute and 20 seconds. On the other side of the table, of course, Erie, they need that 3 to 4 possession lead. With 3 minutes left to go, you get a 3 or 4 possession lead, and it really keeps your opponent at bay.
Moraine Valley will inbound it. 68-62, Moraine Valley trails Erie. 3:05 left in this one. Manalunas working between the circles. Gives it to Barlow. Barlow now inside to Holmes. Holmes spinning. Bucket. Can't go, but we're going to have a foul. Man, I thought he was going to get the 3-point play there, but he'll just get 1.
He'd like to have that one back. He'd like to have that one back with the opportunity to pick up a 3-point play. And now again, Coach Shannon's going to send down a couple of more players. They're going to play the offense-defense.
Obana at the line, shooting 2. First one on the way. Good. He got the shooter's roll there.
Well, and again, the way he shoots the free throw, that's going to happen more often than not. It's a nice arch. It's a nice soft touch. Anytime that ball gets around the rim, it's going to drop in his favor.
Second one on the way for Holmes. He'll spin it and gets it to go. Holmes has 15, 68-64. Erie leads Moraine Valley by 4. 2:54
Cyclones are 10
left.
for 10 from the free throw line.
And we'll see. I would say that Erie will be fouled maybe eventually down this line. They're going to have to make some free throws as well. Moraine Valley, full court pressure. They've definitely got the momentum in this one. Erie to inbound it. Jones to Jenkins. Almost loses it, but he'll push the ball up the floor. The little guy weaves between traffic. Now dishes out. 3 on the way. Parrish Construction 3 by Brandon. And a huge Parrish Construction 3. 71-64, the lead for Erie over Moraine Valley. 2:35 left. Freeman right side wing to Baldwin. Ball nearly knocked on the ground. Ball on the floor. Out of bounds off Moraine Valley. A huge County Market Bakery turnover gives the ball back to the Erie Cats.
12th turnover here for the Cyclones of Moraine Valley. And again, you're right, Andrew. What a huge mistake that is with 2:28 to play. How about the shot by Emmett? That's one of those where as a coach you go, why are we doing, hey, nice shot, nice shot.
30 seconds on the shot clock, up by 4. He went ahead and launched it and stretched that lead to 7. 2:28 left in the second half. 71-64, the lead for Erie. They're inbounding the basketball. They inbound it to Jones. Jones in the backcourt brings it across the 10-second line. Right side wing now to Hatton. Hatton cross court to Dennis. Dennis drives into the paint, looking for a shot. Ball stripped away. Second attempt, shot blocked by Holmes. Now Edigo inside. Shot, no good, but he was fouled. It'll be interesting to see. Do they get Holmes with this one? No, they're going to give the Moraine Valley foul on Mike Jackson, his 3rd.
Andrew, we just saw one of Lakeland's players' body walk by us. He was injured last night. Appears to be a separated shoulder, so his season comes to an end. It's too bad. That young man played a heck of a game last night and certainly would have been valuable for him to have tonight.
Edigo at the line. First Country Financial agent Dave Harvey free throw, no good. You can just tell when he's at the line, he doesn't have a lot of confidence shooting those.
You're so right, and that's the difference between him and Holmes. Holmes goes down. He looks as comfortable at the free throw line. I'd like to know how many free throws he shoots a day or how many he could make in a row.
71-64, make that 72-64 as Edigo gets the second Country Financial agent Dave Harvey free throw to go. He's got 13. Up the floor now goes Moraine Valley. Off the shoe of the Moraine Valley player. Kicked out of bounds. County Market Bakery turnover, and I'm sure we're over a dozen in this half.
A baker's dozen, as a matter of fact, and I was almost ready to say this is a huge possession for Moraine Valley, and just as I was about to say that, he kicks it out of play. I think right now, 2 minutes to go, Erie's got an opportunity with a big bucket here. They'd put him up by double digits.
That's true. Hatton, right side wing, passes up the 3, now takes it. 30 on the shot clock, can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Moraine Valley. Up the floor goes Freeman. Freeman driving in, shot blocked. And I'm surprised that Erie takes that shot with 30 seconds on the shot clock. Up 72-64 with 1:53 left.
Here's what surprised me. Alex and Morris, sometimes he can get a little animated. He didn't that time. I think his philosophy is keep going, keep going, keep going. Just run and shoot, keep the offense moving. I don't think he's prepared to slow it down.
Mansalona at the other end. 3-point bucket, good. He's got 19, and now just a 5-point lead for Erie. 1:43 left. Emmett, right side wing. He'll bring it to Dennis. Dennis back to Emmett. A mismatch here as Emmett's guarded by Holmes, and Holmes called for a foul here, and that's his 5th. And he's out of this one. Holmes called for his 5th personal. 1:36 left in this one, and Holmes, the big man, out of the ball game for Moraine Valley as they trail 72-67 to Erie. And Emmett will be at the line shooting a 1 and a bonus at the Country Financial Agent Dave Harvey free throw line. More people start to file in as the next game, our 1 p.m. game, has the Danville Area Community College Jaguars taking on Grand Rapids. So if you're in the Danville area, still plenty of time and a lot of great NJCAA basketball coming up today.
2 great national semifinal games coming up tonight at 6 and 8 o'clock.
Emmett at the line. First one on the way is good. Brandon Emmett's got 14 and a 6-point lead for the Erie Cats. I would say if he makes this 7, it's going to be hard for Moraine Valley to come back.
I'd agree with you.
Second free throw off the front iron, no good, but he gets his own rebound. Erie with the basketball, 1:30 left. Jones with the basketball, and he's going to be fouled. Foul on Massalunas, his 4th. 1:29 left in this one, 73-67, the 6-point advantage for Erie over Moraine Valley. Jones, Country Financial Agent Dave Harvey free throw is good.
Well, we talked the whole first half. We talked the whole first half about offensive rebounding for Erie. You've seen down the stretch when they needed some big rebounds, they were able to get it. None more bigger than the one that just happened.
Jones gets the second one to fall as well. He's got 17. 1:27 left in this one, 75-67. Now Erie steals it away, and a big dunk by Obana. He's got 5 and a 10-point lead for Moraine Valley. Up the floor goes Baldwin. Massalonis in the corner. 3-point bucket blocked. Obana pulls down the board, and he'll hold the ball and hand off to Emmett. 1:05 left, and Emmett's going to be fouled, but I think this one's over. A big steal, a big dunk for Erie. They're up 10 and at the line shooting. Country Financial Agent Dave Harvey free throws.
Well, again, it was that regrouping that took place at about the 4.5-minute mark where Erie was finally able to stop the trend, if you will. Moraine Valley, from the 13-minute mark down to the 4-minute mark, just played great basketball, intense basketball, went hard after the bucket, just did everything right. Forced Erie to do a lot of things wrong, only this time, unlike what happened in the first game of this national tournament, Erie was able to slam on the brakes, regroup, and get reorganized.
77-67, Erie with the lead. And a Country Financial Agent Dave Harvey free throw as Emmett misses that one off the back iron. 1:05 left on our East Main Street Dairy Queen scoreboard.
There's some things that'll give coaches gray hair, and one of them is that right there. You got an opportunity to start putting a fork in this one, and then you miss a couple of free throws.
Emmett's second one on the way. He can't get that one to go either. They still lead by 10. Rebound out of bounds off of Erie. Moraine Valley basketball. 1:04 left, and they're going to have to do something fast if they expect to come back in this one now. Moraine Valley playing catch with it. A minute left. Ball nearly stolen away by Erie, but Schick pushes the ball up the floor. Right side wing. 3 on the way. Won't go. Dennis pulls down the board. 45 seconds left in this one, and they'll cross half court. And Moraine Valley just a little bit of pressure here, but they're going to run this shot clock all the way down, up by 10. We'll stay with us here. Right after the game, we'll get reactions from both coaches. Erie playing catch around the 10-second line. Now Dennis drives in, kicks out. Jones